Thank you very much. So as we've said, this is the last Friars concert for 7 of us. Thank you, yes, aw.
One person will miss us.
And him. And I thought I'd just take a moment to let you know what each of the Friars are doing after this year. Ben, well, I'll start with Ben Rizzo. Ben is an engineer, yes. As I understand it, he will be operating a train. That's right, yes? Yeah.
Close enough.
Yes, that is what I believe. Aaron is a biological and evolutionary anthropology major. Yeah?
Wow.
There's more.
Oh my God, that changes like every time.
And sadly for Aaron, he was unable to find work with one of Detroit's big anthropological biology firms. He was so close, really. So he's going back to Minnesota, his hometown. I'm not sure what he's doing there. The only options I can think of are small town sheriff, like in the film Fargo, which I know was in North Dakota, but come on, they're the same. And I mean, sled guide? You could be a sled guide, right? Or, I mean, we worry about this. He could have the worst job in the state of Minnesota, quarterback for the Vikings. A very small percentage of this audience is sports fans, I've noticed. It's okay. Brian down on the end here, our long-suffering music director, he actually has enough credits to graduate, but the registrar looked at him and was like, no, you're 19. You don't get to leave yet. So he'll be sticking around a little longer. Our other Brian Matheson, he doesn't really take classes. I don't think he has enough credits to graduate, but again, the registrar looked at him and kicked him out. Sorry, that's the last stage joke.
Maybe.
Who have I forgotten? Alex Blugerman is both an architect and, as we've said, a hipster. He's actually found a really cool project. He's working for the government on, I believe it's this top secret bunker, fallout shelter type thing, which is great for him because 1, it's underground, and 2, you've probably never heard of it. Thank you. Good laugh there. And that brings us to Brad and I. We're both becoming teachers, but there's some differences there. Thank you, Carl, for that. Brad is joining Teach for America. It's this great program. Yes, applaud for that. He's going to be teaching underprivileged children in North Carolina, which is wonderful. That's great. I will be taking a different route towards education. I want to become a college professor, which means primarily I will teach upper middle class children from Ann Arbor, really. And I want to be a professor in the humanities, which is kind of worse. Because we don't, what's the word? Contribute to society. That's not a thing we do. It's sort of, history departments are the perpetual motion machine of academia. In that we have professors training future professors who, anyway. The good news is, I like time travel movies. You'll see how this connects in a second. I can go back in time and have absolutely no impact on the course of anything, because I would have had to be relevant in the first place. So, you know, that brings a small and sad smile to my face. This next song, at long last, is about how awful people like me are.
I'll go with that.
In LSA, the classes are so easy. It's time to play, though there's an essay due. The night before class you get to writing. No research needed, the answer lives in you. You make things up so you can pass your classes. You make things up so you do not get D's. You make words up like irregardless and spurkle. Your work is done, now go to BTP. And if your major is history or classics, just go and party, your grade point will be fine. 2.0. Enjoy these years, 'cause after graduation, your future lies in the unemployment line. You make things up and you're finished with your homework, while on North Campus we're popping Adderall pills. You make things up because humanities are stupid, while we work hard for marketable skills. The engineers think LSA is pointless. They may be right, but they've a problem too. The student body's only half a dozen women, so a Phillips head is the only thing they'll screw. You make things up so you can pass your classes. You make things up so you do not get D's. Make words up like Reddit and snurg-nurgling. Make things up, you're so much worse than me. You make things up, you're so much worse than me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now's the time of the